Welcome to the lobby, bringing together gamers, just chatting the latest gaming drops, TV, film, and all things nerd. I'm Jackie Jing with my co-host Camille and a very special guest. Ash said hi. Hi, Ash
Hello.
said hi. We're so happy to have you here. We've actually all been kind of vibing behind the scenes. And honestly, the first thing I was going to ask you was like to tell us about yourself. But like, honestly, I think all of us are just like, we made it into the Nintendo Experience drawing. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
wild.
Spirits are
Yeah.
higher today because we're doing good. We're doing good. Very
I
happy.
was a little scared. Like, I was like, oh my gosh. I think for about 20, 30 minutes, I really was not sure if I made it in. And then Ash, you just made it in, right?
Yeah, like literally just.
Okay, well, we
Yeah.
made it, and we just shared our chats. We got the lobby going. So, Ash, my first question is just tell us about yourself. What do you want the other communities to know about you?
Oh my gosh. Well, hello. Hi. My name is
Hi.
Ash. I have been broadcasting on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ash said hi, since March of 2019. So that means this March will make my 6th year anniversary. And we're getting a raid. Hello, raiders.
Oh,
Hi, raiders.
Hello,
Welcome.
Raiders.
Welcome to the
Hello.
lobby.
Yeah,
Welcome
thank
to
you.
the
You love my
lobby.
shirt. Thank you. So I love that
Oh
you
my
said
gosh,
that because
punch out. I love that.
yes,
That is an
yes.
iconic
I realized
shirt.
that before.
Thank you. I play lots of retro games on my channel. That's how I kind of got started on Twitch, was my focus on retro games and Nintendo games. And as you can see from my collection of things here, gaming things, I'm a big Nintendo fan, and I love just sharing the joy of video games with people, retro games especially. I have an Amiga 500. I have a Super Nintendo. We talk about like all kinds of like classic gaming on my channel. And I'm also a Twitch ambassador, been a Twitch ambassador since March of 2021. I'm also one of the co-leads for the Twitch Women's Guild for the year. And like I do a lot of hosting. I do a lot of panel work. I do a lot of like, like
You
if
do
people have
everything.
questions,
Yeah, you do it all.
yeah, like
You do everything.
yeah,
You're amazing.
there's a lot. There's a lot, but I love doing panels at conventions and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we're here, we're chilling, playing video games, all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah.
Ash is too cool. I'm just like, thank you
I know.
for
I'm
being
like,
with us.
so how do
Wait
I
a
be
minute,
like
nah,
Ash?
chill.
How
Y'all
do
are
you become
so
like
cool.
Ash?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Y'all, no. I'm trying to be like y'all. Like, come on, let's be real here.
Can I
Okay,
be honest?
seriously.
All of us are pretty awesome. Like I'm so
Yeah.
proud of this group. It literally warms my heart that we're all together, and I know that we've all worked super hard to get where we're at. And I was so excited when Camille told me that you were interested in coming on, because I was like, dude, I hope someday we all host something together. I'm manifesting it. It's gonna happen.
Make
So,
it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
I would love that so much. And you know what? Like, I'm totally like going off script here, but I think that this was like one of the topics I wanted to put at the end. But again, I'm super proud of us because we are women of color. We're in this male dominated industry. And to see faces like us and that we're working and we're coming up with innovative ideas. I mean, Ash, you were killing it in the Twitch Women's Guild. Like, I have learned so much about streaming, my brand, just kind of like where I need to be. So I'm sorry, this does sound like we're hyping up Ash today, but like literally you were just killing it. And all of us have worked so hard and have gone through so much to pave the way and hopefully open doors for the next generation too. I don't want to make it sound old too, but you know what I mean? Like we've put in our due.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
mean, yeah, go ahead, Ash.
No, I was going to say, I absolutely agree. Like, I think that's something that drives me with whatever we do. And I feel like, especially as a Twitch ambassador, my role is a role of service to people who are on this platform, not just because of, not just because of my role as an ambassador, but also because of my role as a guild leader. Like, I feel like anything that people need to like learn this space a little bit better, anything that I can provide to people through learning things, through trial and error through my career, I'm happy to provide all of
Oh.
that information, all of that knowledge, because if we grow the creator space and become stronger, it gets better for all of us. So
Well,
that's
and
that's really important to me.
I think it's, like, just so great because that kinda leads into the question I had because you're talking about learning and teaching, and we're gonna talk more about the Women's Guild later on, but I want to talk more about your journey because you describe yourself as, like, a Mr. Rogers of Twitch. You're bringing learning of retro games to the community. Why is that so important? Like, firstly, Mr. Rogers, OP,
Yeah.
amazing. And
Yeah.
I just when I saw that you put that as, like, how you would describe yourself, like, how did that definition come about? Like, and how do you think you channel that through your Twitch streams?
That is such a great question. And I was actually nervous to put that in the way that I describe myself because I didn't want to seem like I was trying to, use anything that didn't really actually apply to me. But the reason why I use that as a way for people to understand my vibe is because I want people to feel like comfort when they come to hang out with me. And through nostalgia and like playing games that we've either grown up with or are very familiar with, or you're discovering it for the like if you've never played retro games but you're discovering it for the first time, the vibe is still of we're doing something together as a
Yeah.
group, and like we want this to feel like very comfy and like you belong. That's the most important thing. You belong, right? And so I think like I provide that through like our conversation. They're really fun, it's a little whimsical, it's a little silly, but I think that that's how I try to provide it, is just making people feel valued. Like
Aw.
constantly telling my chat, "Thank you for being here. Thank you for being present. Thank you for sharing all of your thoughts in the chat, and thank you for enriching my day." Because I'm
Mhm.
very lucky to be doing what I'm doing here, which is, talking about video games and going on adventures and playing, these games for the first time or for the 100th time, whether or
Aw.
not we're doing a new game or a game that we're very used to. I want people to know that I'm glad that we could share that experience together. So that's kind of how I try to combine all of that, making sure that they know that I value their presence.
I
I have all
love
the
that.
feels because of that answer. Camille, I don't know if I told you this. When I was first coming up with the idea of the lobby, I was obviously talking to Ash about it. And I had this moment where I was like, I don't really know if I should be doing this. I don't think I'm, you know, big enough. And Ashley cut me off and was like, no, I'm not going to let you say that, you know? And she was
No.
just
Oh,
like, this is yours. I want you to own it. And like, I'm like kind of getting emotional talking about it because it's like, I just was thinking about how she was talking about how she is just so motivating and, just wants people to see their worth and their value. And that was a huge moment for me, like where I was like, okay, like we got to get the lobby off the ground and I need
yeah.
to stop. It's just funny how we're in our own heads and sometimes we're just so negative to our own selves. And so it's just really nice, Ash, that it's like all positive vibes. And I love that.
Yeah. I,
Sorry. Yeah.
I mean, from the outside, right? Like the way you see yourself, I feel like in a lot of things that we do, we're focused on the next goalpost. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
got to host this show. Oh, I got to go to this event. Oh, I got to cover this game launch. Oh, I got to do this game thing or whatever. But from the outside, when people see your work, like Camille, you hosting that event at the Nintendo store, that I was like, yo, that was so freaking cool. Like, I will never forget how awesome that is. Or any of your work that you do, like where I see like the things you post on Twitter and stuff. And the same thing for you, Jackie, like you're hosting, for, video game events and all that kind of stuff. And we see each other existing in this space and then showing others what is capable for people
Hmm.
like us, what like
Yeah.
we can go out there and do anything. And the thing is that your show has to start from somewhere. Everything that we do starts from somewhere. So why is it not valid just because like it's growing and we're starting here? in a year from now, after you've done like 10 of these, it's gonna be like so much better. So
Yeah.
you just gotta do it, you know? You
Aw.
just gotta
Yeah.
do it.
Ash, like, honestly,
Camille's gonna
you
cry.
definitely like I am about to cry, which I'm trying not to make myself cry because, I think we all understand that focus has to be on the next thing because the industry does move fast because there's not a lot of people in this industry and does what we do that looks like us.
Yeah.
And just hearing you say those things, like, it really means a lot to me. Just because it's like I forget that I've done like, I obviously don't forget. I know that I've done those things, but I have to remind myself because I act like I have not. And I think what you're saying is just like it is, you're preaching the word because it is that you have to remember that you started somewhere. Even if you're going
Mhm.
through a new journey, you're always going to start something new. If it's a new endeavor, a new show, whatever it is, your first time in a certain esport, you're going to start from day one, and all those feelings rush back of like, oh my gosh, should I even be here? Should I do I even belong? And it's like important to surround yourself from people around people that remind you that you could do this. You are here, and you have the support. And it's just like, Ash, like, I look to everything you do as well, and I'm just like, oh, you are so good at what you do. And that's why, like, I'm always commenting on your stuff and reaching out. And it's just, I think it's important, even if you don't see that person all the time, like the three of us, just to reach out and then, like, just let them know that they're appreciated, they're supported as well. Because just like saying that can mean so much to someone and really send them, to accomplish greatness.
Yeah.
Aw.
And I think it's important. And when I was like saying like we go from this event to this event, like you can get blinders on because you're
Yeah.
like like you said, the industry moves fast. If I'm not focusing on what I'm gonna do next, like we always have to fight to stay relevant or
Mhm.
feel relevant or fight to get that next opportunity because this is how we get paid. You know what I mean? So it can be difficult, especially when you end up doing like 40, 50 events in a year, like you look back and you're like, what did I really do? But then I like to write everything I do down, like kind of like in a journal to remind myself, like at the end of the year, look back and be like, yo, I did a lot of really cool things.
Aw.
And it's also really important to celebrate the people around you. I think that's extremely, extremely important, because if you're not also celebrating other people's wins, it gets real lonely out there. And we rely on each other so much for like, oh, here's a lead here, here's a
Yep.
job there, or if I'm not right for this, I know somebody who is.
Mhm.
I think that that's really important and it's a part of what we do. So yeah.
By the
Yeah.
way, Starlord 23 said all inspiring words, Camille and Ash, and I was like, yes.
Oh, thank you so
It's.
much.
I just want to talk a little bit about like the hosting world a little bit, and it's really interesting because I think that like I don't know about y'all, but my experiences, I have been in some very cutthroat situations. I have seen some really maniacal behavior. Like, it is absolutely wild. And I had to, like, take a step back and just be like, I cannot be a part of this world. And I started to really only involve myself with the people who were really nice. And
Yeah.
recently I
Hmm.
got brought on for a Yu-Gi-Oh event, and they were like, well, what do you think? And I was like, you all seem nice. And they kind of laughed, and I said, no, that's super important to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that it can be a difficult space. And that's why it's so nice that we have each other and that we're lifting each other up. And I think it's super important that whatever is meant for you is meant for you, and there is enough room for everyone. There's so many
Yes.
opportunities out there. And the one I really connected with Camille because we were essentially in the same industry. We were in Rainbow Six Siege, or the same market, I guess you could say. And like we met, and I was
Hmm.
like, girl, you're freaking awesome. And we like totally vibed, and we help each other all the time. Like, we're like, hey, this is the best way to network. Make sure you're reaching out equally, you know what I mean? Like, we're helping each
Yeah.
other out
Yeah.
always. And man, dude, I mean, I feel like all the love right now, I'm like hyping y'all up, and I don't even care constantly. But like, Camille, like, I couldn't do this without you, like this is such
Aw.
a joint venture. Like, it's not like, by no means is it the Jackie show. And I never wanted it to be. Like, I always wanted it to be like this communal community thing. And so I've just been so excited about the guests we've had on. And it's just
Yeah.
really nice to hear other hosts talking about, there is enough out there. When I first got into this, when I was working at IGN, and I got no qualms being honest about this stuff. They were pitting us against each other. They were playing all these mind games and stuff like that. And I mean, this was not just at IGN. I did a bunch of other esports and ran into the same nastiness. And really, like, all you can control is your behavior, And so it's like, I'm just really happy that I've met hosts who are kind and like open and willing to share that information, because then more of us people will be like, oh, they're like that. So I can be like that. Or maybe I should be like that. We're just putting the seed in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Be the example you want to see, right? Because, like, if you go into this space and you're like gatekeeping information, not sharing like opportunities that are out there, or just kind of like playing superiority role, like, that's what are people going to say about you when you walk out the room,
Yeah. But not even
right?
that. It's like, what are you doing? Like the impact that has on the industry, it is huge,
Yep.
right? Like when you start
Yep.
gatekeeping, and I've seen this a lot of times in the industry, and I understand the feeling of sometimes wanting to do that because there is this idea that there's not enough jobs out there. There's not enough opportunities for people. And I think it's partly because of how the industry was built and who it was marketed towards, right? Guys being that, right? But that's not the truth. Like I've seen it. There are so many people that are working as host producers, that are working as creators with companies. If you own that craft, you would be able to find that opportunity. And when you start gatekeeping, what that does, it also closes on your opportunities as well. You start creating a barrier of like what you say the worth of this job or this gig is, right? Whereas when you open it up to other people, okay, now it's a broader range of like what could be what could be held for compensation. Now you have opportunities to negotiate and be like, hey, like this is why we should do a show not just with one host but with three. You're going to have so much more value. You're now creating those opportunities and you're bringing everyone, all of those people that are involved, their communities into it, which benefits usually the show itself, right? So I always say, do what's the best for the show. Be honest with yourself. Like, do you think you're good for the job? If you don't, then it's like, okay, who do you think is good for the job, right? Like, I understand wanting to work and wanting to run for those opportunities, but like, I always go back to, and I think because like, working in TV and being a producer in TV, it's like, what would the production of that show be like? Like, what is the best thing for the show? How can I offer something that's unique or an expertise to amplify this for the community? Because as a host, you're really that glue, you're that connector, for the community to either show their passion or to sound off about something that they want to hear, and you help them find those answers, right? So it's like, I think that's the most important thing, really looking at how you could help amplify the community and amplify the production that's really serving the community in the end of the day.
Yeah. It's
Love that.
I know. I'm like, oh my gosh. Our chat, by the way, is absolutely loving this conversation. Zin saying a rising tide lifts all boats. Girl named Chris went, snap. So thank you for the comments. I
Let's go.
absolutely love it. Yeah, I'm really, really happy that I've met, two hosts like you, because I think that there was a time where I was like, man, are people just really nasty here, And then it's really about planting that seed. And so I'm just so happy that I have y'all in my life. And honestly, the Twitch Women's Guild too. It's just nice to see more than just a couple women. It's dozens, uplifting each other and being there for each other, which we definitely want to dive into Twitch Women's Guild a little bit later. But off the top of the show, we like to ask people, what you're playing, all that jazz. And well, Camille and I went on your stream a little bit and we saw you had played Secret of Mana recently, and I just started losing it because when I was a kid, I loved that game so much. So I guess I just want to ask you, what are you playing? And yes, love your taste, because Secret of Mana was one of my faves as a kid.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was just a random day too. I was like, okay, I'm feeling like a cozy game right now. I just need something like that I know very, very well, and we're just gonna have a talk in like a chill time. But that I just actually finished for the first time one of the Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls
Elder Scrolls,
Oblivion
right?
Mm-hmm.
expansion packs. Yeah.
Nice.
There's this expansion called Knights of the Nine, and it was so good. Like,
Oh,
so now I'm doing the next expansion, which is Shivering Isles. I also haven't started
okay.
playing it yet, but I just got
Oh,
Donkey
you got
Kong.
Donkey
Oh
Kong. Okay,
my gosh!
nice.
Yeah.
How is
Love,
it?
love. Oh, well, I haven't started it yet. It's I just got this
Oh,
yesterday, so
okay.
it's not, but this is coming up. This is coming up
Yeah.
soon. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. And what else have I been playing? I play a lot of Star Trek Online.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, in my
Camille
offline
just got all
time,
giddy. She's like,
yes, I love Star Trek. Big Star
Oh,
Trek
Star
fan.
Trek's. Can
Big,
I
big.
just say, wait, Ash.
Worf, son of Moog.
Yes,
Let's go.
I love
I am
it.
a Worf stan, okay? I loved when they
Me
made him
too.
goofy. I know some people didn't like it, but I love the jokes that he brings.
Aw.
I love all that. And yeah, Star Trek is like one of those things where it's like my dad introduced me to Star Trek, so it is
Oh.
very close to my heart. He also introduced me to video games. Like they're both so
Yeah.
close to my heart that
Yeah.
it's like I fall asleep to watching reruns of Next Generation because it just makes me so calm and soothing. And
Yeah.
it's just like,
The
I love it.
nostalgia. I'm also excited about Section 31. I don't know if you all have seen the trailers or anything.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I
I-
have seen the trailer. Actually, you know what's funny? I fell asleep to to Next Generations this morning.
Oh my
when
gosh.
it was just playing.
And
on
it's
my
not that
TV.
it's boring. It is not a boring show. It's just
No,
there's something about it
comfy.
that's like comfy. Like
Yeah.
is Next Generation bringing the cozy girl vibes? Like kind of.
I think it
Yeah.
reminds you of your childhood a little bit too, right? And then it just makes you
Yeah,
feel safe.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, my dad also introduced me to Star Trek, but yeah, I am looking forward to Section 31. Like, it should be pretty awesome. I love new Trek, so
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, Discovery, I think
Yeah.
they did a good job. Picard was the perfect send off.
Oh, love Picard.
So
Love
good.
it.
But
Yeah.
it's just so great to see that, like, I feel like before this new wave of Trek, it's been like you've just been wanting something that really sticks, and it really is cool to see that they're now going full out with all these different endeavors like Prodigy. Chris, we were talking about it in chat. It's a really good time for a Star Trek fan.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a really
I
good time
agree.
Yeah.
for a Star
I
Trek
agree.
fan.
Dude, 31
And-
looks dark. I love Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I felt like new gen has not been hitting with the masses as well as the past. But I feel like Section 31 is bringing it. It looked dark, it looked gritty. It looks like they're going really, really hard. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, but I mean, I'm really excited. I hope it's like the one that really connects with the masses, you know, because I think like the diehards are still loving new gen, but you know, that's my
We'll
opinion.
see. I mean, we loved Lower Decks. I was
Oh
sad
my
to see
gosh.
that
I
end.
was
Yeah.
so sad that they ended Lower Decks because I was like, why? It is so good. It is so funny. Like the
Yeah.
writing, how fast paced it is. Like it is, and it's modern. Like I think speaks to a lot of animated shows that are, you know, kind of skewed more for adults. So I think it like worked really well. And I don't know why they decided to end it, but I guess, hey, I would have rather that than it go on for like 10 seasons and it kind of lose its luster,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Like,
Yeah.
would you want to see, oh my gosh, and that crossover where they came into
Yeah.
Strange New Worlds? And
Yeah.
oh my gosh, it was so good.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. I honestly think that they're gonna come back because they can't be lower deckers forever. Now they're on the
That's
bridge,
true.
so I feel like they're gonna come
That's true.
back and it's gonna be like upper decks or some nonsense, some other funny play on words.
So
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So I've never played Star Trek Online. So what's it like?
Star Trek Online is excellent.
Yeah.
This is its 15th year in like since it started,
Yeah.
and the community is very strong. It's basically like living Star Trek in, this virtual space. A lot of the actors from the show play their characters in the game. Yeah, so Worf is in there.
How
You've got
fun.
before the actor that played Nog passed away,
Yeah.
he's in
Yeah.
there. Odo, like there's tons of like references and Easter eggs, and there's a lot of content. They're constantly building content. You can customize your ships. You can get any ship you can imagine from the show. Literally
And customize it.
anything,
Oh, that's fun.
anything. Yes. Yeah, and the character customization is really cool. And there's a lot of content, and like I said, the community is strong. Like every Thursday when I play, when I load up the game, like all the people who hang out in my chat, they're already waiting for me, like at Earth Space Dock or whatever. And yeah,
Oh.
it's really fun.
Ash, do I have to wait for you too? Because I've been wanting to try out Star Trek Online. Like, I think I tried it when it first came out, and then like I didn't have anyone to play it with.
Aw.
So then, Ash, can I play Star Trek
Yes.
Online?
You
Do it.
absolutely
Yeah.
yes. Oh my god,
Yes.
yes. We just did like some episodes together, like me and my community, and it's free to play.
Aw.
So
Yeah.
That's nice, too.
absolutely, you are more than welcome.
Oh my gosh, that's so
Fine,
great.
I'm
I
gonna
love
lose
it.
Camille. We were playing Marvel Rivals, but
I
she's
know,
gonna
I'm
abandon me.
I'm
It's fine.
sorry,
It's
Jacki.
fine. No, I don't.
Star Trek
I mean,
Online.
honestly, Star Trek Online sounds a lot less funny than Marvel Rivals, and probably calming and fun and artistic. So I'm like, I get it. Obviously, we gotta talk about some headlines too. And
Yes.
everybody talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. So I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts. Who wants to go first? I feel like you two are my Nintendo girlies, so like I can't wait to hear what you both think.
Ash, you go first. You're our guest, and I feel like
Yeah,
it
Ash was
was,
waiting.
Like,
She was like,
I have many feelings.
Okay.
Many feelings about this. I mean, obviously, one of the feelings is excitement. I am very interested in seeing, what the console is capable of. I'm very happy that it's backwards compatible.
Mhm.
Obviously, everybody's talking about the Mario Kart, trailer. And I think Donkey Kong looks cute in the trailer. I don't know why Donkey Kong's getting all that, like, oh, he looks weird. Like, no, he just looks like the arcade version of Donkey
Yeah.
Kong.
Well,
Like,
that was similar to Mario RPG. Remember how when
Yes.
they did the reveal, Mario, because they're like, why is he like chibi but also thick? And like, what is happening?
Oh
and
my
I'm like,
goodness.
did you
he
not
just-
play Mario RPG?
Yeah.
Like,
He
that's
just
how
looks
he
like
looks
Mario
in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Mario RPG
Yeah.
was very, very close to the original. It just looked like cleaner and sharper, in my opinion. So
Yeah, exactly.
Poor Donkey Kong. I didn't even know people were hating on poor Donkey Kong. Oh,
DK didn't do anything, all right?
I know.
For
Leave
real.
DK alone.
For
Who's your Mario Kart mains? Sorry, that's totally random.
Oh, I was gonna say either Yoshi, but for Mario Kart 8, I like to play as Link.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Also a good choice.
Love it.
Also a
Yeah.
good
I've
choice.
always been Daisy. Daisy or
Daisy,
Peach. I know
Daisy.
I'm boring, but it's fine. I just love them. They're cute.
No, Daisy is awesome. Daisy doesn't get enough love. I love that.
know.
She's the OG princess, by the way.
I
like
love
she needs
Daisy.
more love.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah.
She needs more love.
I feel like the people who love Daisy though, we're like a hardcore cool group. I don't know how to like when someone tells me they're a Daisy stan, I'm like, I approve. You're cool. You're just cool. I don't know how to describe it because it's like sorry.
You know what?
Yeah.
No. I think it's just like we all have that, right? Like we have like Yoshi and Link. Like when Ash said that, I was like, cool points. You're already
Yeah.
at 100, but now you're
Yeah.
at 120.
Yes.
You know, like I was just like,
It's
it's
true, they
just
have,
when you
like, a
find
little
that
community.
connection,
Yeah.
right? Like that
Yeah.
connection, and it's like I also want to say, Ash, are we the same person? Like I know we're Vincentian, but also
Yeah.
we love Nintendo, and our mains and Mario Kart are the same. Are we the same?
Yeah,
What hap-
we're the same.
Oh my
we're
gosh.
the same person. Yeah.
You're both
like,
amazing. I can tell
seriously.
you that.
Yeah.
So.
Did
Aw.
you know when I went to Universal, they said that the Daisy watch is like the most popular one?
Oh, really?
over
Mhm.
Peach? I'm surprised by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you got
They
a
were
Toad
like, because
one.
there's no Daisy merch out there.
Not
So
There's
really.
no
everybody
Daisy
goes and
merch.
gets the Daisy merch. Yeah.
So this is
Who
my
would you
thing.
want to see? Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say just who would you want to see more merch of, like other than Daisy?
Daisy.
Because I would love to see a lot of merch of a lot of characters.
I really
in
like
Yeah.
Nintendoverse.
I really like Waluigi too. I feel like Waluigi doesn't get a lot of love, and Waluigi's kind of awesome. But I don't know, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think the reason why I like Daisy is I don't know if you guys know anime that well, but she feels like the Vegeta You know, like Peach is the Goku, and like I feel like she's a Vegeta, and she's just like, I don't know. That's like, and I kind of always love the kind of the underdog. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Yeah.
they're as good as the other one in ways better, but
Yeah.
for some, they're always on their heels, and so I think that's why I kind of always like Daisy. Sorry, that I don't know why I just told you all
I
my
can't get that
theories.
out of my head, and now I'm just thinking, what was Daisy's dark origin story? Because, you know, Vegeta was trying to conquer the universe.
Yeah.
What was Daisy trying to do before she turned good?
For real.
This is Jackie's
real.
weird imagination, but it's fine. I also low-key ship Waluigi and Daisy, which I know nobody likes, but it's fine. It's fine.
Why does nobody like that? I
don't
think that
know.
makes sense.
I think everybody, I don't know. I think people don't like shipping. I know, Camille, are you approving or you're done? You're done. Okay. Camille's like, we're not getting into the shipping commentary. We're not going down that lane. Okay. All right.
No.
That's fine. This is a random side note. How long did it take you to put the plushie thing together? Behind
And how
you?
are they staying there?
And
Like,
how are they, I'm sorry,
feel
that
like,
was my ADHD
what
brain.
is
I've been like
gonna
wanting to ask that.
I get that question all the time. All
Okay.
the time. So basically it stays because of there's boxes underneath that prop them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's like yes, like they're
Oh.
tiered. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
So that's how they stay like up there. But it will, if I was to, because I have knocked it down once as a incentive. Like chat was like, okay, if I get to a certain
is
amount
chat
of
picking
subs,
it back up, or
I know, right?
chat?
So I think I got like a certain amount of subs, and I said I would knock it all down. It took me like hours to put it back. I want to say
I
at
can only
least
imagine.
almost 3 hours.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
Chat,
try to.
see what she does for you.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
what she does for you. That's dedication to the community. Okay.
Your
Yeah.
chat loves you so much. I keep on seeing them pop up, and I'm like, oh, that's so lovely.
Aw,
I was
hello.
like, how many plushies do you have? Is it? It's got to be over 50. Is it 100?
We
Oh, no, there's some
counted,
tiny
and I
ones in
think
there.
it was like 230 something.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Is that Grover? Is Grover? Is that a
No,
Grover?
oh no,
What is that?
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from Kirby. It's an
Oh,
enemy from
okay.
Kirby. Yeah.
I was like, it
Yeah.
kind of looks like Grover going like, you know, like just like
Yeah.
Is that
Although
a
I do
Banjo
have a
Kazooie?
permit.
Is that a Banjo Kazooie
Yes.
next to
Yes.
the Dragon
Yes.
Quest? Holy!
Yes.
that is so cool.
How did you get
Yeah.
that? That
I
has
need
to
to
be.
look at
That
this
was from
close up.
Fan
That's
Gamer.
crazy.
Fan Gamer.
I cannot believe you have that. That has to be
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
pretty expensive now, right? It's not new, right?
No, I think they still have it. Fangamer.com. Yeah.
Okay, I low-key might need to get that. I loved Banjo Kazooie as a kid, and I like
Yeah.
nobody really talks about it anymore. Like that was like, ugh, one of my all-time.
Jackie, no one talks about it because we
It's-
don't want to jinx that there may be a new Banjo Kazooie coming up.
I've been
Everyone
waiting.
wants a new Banjo Kazooie.
so badly.
It's
I don't even want to.
$36.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the chat. It's
Seriously,
$36.
I will get that because I'm like that. That's near and dear to my heart. You know,
Yeah.
they must be making new ones. I was like, I'm shocked that it's available, but
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So your
Yeah.
plushie wall is amazing, and someday I'll try to make something like that. But I don't know.
I like how we went on this tangent and like we forgot about the Switch too. Well, we didn't forget.
Oh my
about
gosh!
Switch
Oh,
too.
Sorry,
yeah.
that was
Oh,
my
yeah, we
fault.
were
That
talking
was
about
my
Switch
fault.
too.
ADHD brain. I'm so sorry. Yes, Camille, I'd love to get your thoughts too. Or did
No,
Ash
no,
finish?
I want Ash to finish because Ash
Okay.
was like, "There's so many thoughts about
Oh
it."
yeah,
right?
we didn't even.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I got distracted
I'm very,
by the plushies.
very. No, you're all good. There's so much to
Good.
see here. It's like I Spy. I'm very excited to see, what I honestly think that remember how they announced Metroid Prime 4? I really think that that's
Yeah.
going to be like one of the launch titles.
Yeah, I do think.
I think it's going to be cool to see well, like I said, I love that it's backwards compatible. Like that's a big win
Mhm.
because I'm not ready to let go of some of my Switch games.
Mhm.
And I think that Nintendo is going to continue to grow into like a multimedia company, not just focus on games. So I think that they're going to really focus on their their IPs and grow that. And I think the Switch 2 is going to be awesome. Like, I'm really excited to see what the screen looks like, especially that
Yeah.
it's going to be bigger. So, hopefully going to this event we'll get to learn a lot more, but I'm honestly looking forward to it. I think it's going to probably release, maybe after the summertime or the holidays. So yeah, I'm
I
looking
lo-
forward to it.
I mean, yeah, Metroid. I hope it's a launch title. I'm hoping that we get the Switch earlier. I think it maybe after these previews we may get the launch coming in summertime. Although that's like an
Mm.
odd time. We usually don't see that from Nintendo. Usually they like to release in the springtime, or like not even like consoles around holidays. So it's very interesting. I'm looking forward to the direct to tell us more. From what I
Mhm.
saw on the Switch, right? Like I completely agree. Like I'm looking, I have my Switch here because I'm playing Echoes of Wisdom, but I love, and no one's talking about this. Okay, the
Mhm.
Switch now, right? And it's oily, so I'm sorry, I'm oily. But the
Sorry.
Switch has like this little groove
Uh-huh.
for the Joy-Con.
Yes.
By the way,
Yes.
not Joy-Cons. Ash.
Ah,
So
I got you.
Ash got me. So it has like this little groove, and I'm just happy that the Switch 2 doesn't have that
Yeah.
because I chipped my Switch dropping it, and it chipped right there. So I don't want that. And I'm also really
Oh.
excited for the stand because it's bigger and I think it's like more flexible. It looks like there's these little rubber bumpers that come out of it.
Mhm.
Mhm,
And I'm
mhm.
excited to see how, if they're, I'm not gonna say it's there, but it looks like they're teasing some mouse functionality and the value that could bring to like, not I'm not expecting people to play FPSs on the Switch too, but what
Mhm.
I'm saying is like the that in itself would tell me that the catalog of games on the Switch 2 is going to be quite expansive and probably hit harder to more of those hardcore gamers. So I'm excited to see that.
Mhm.
So like April 2nd, please come like right now so we
Okay.
can learn
Yeah.
more
Yeah,
When
I
because
did the Switch launch? The Switch launched in March?
the Switch launched, was it March or April? One of those. One of those. Let me
I
see.
think it
I'm
was
googling
March.
it.
I
It's
think
the Switch was unveiled on October 20th of 2016.
Yeah, but I think it launched, it
it
released
It
launched
was
in
in
unveiled, yes.
March
2017.
3rd
Yeah.
worldwide. Yeah,
You
March,
found it?
Ash.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
So yeah,
because that makes sense. The beginning of their fiscal year is March.
yeah.
So I don't know. Like, oh,
Cause like,
would it come
see,
out
this
in
is,
April?
see, that's what I was thinking originally,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so let me tell
Hmm.
you my theory before they did the reveal, right?
Okay.
I was like, okay, we like, because a lot of people wanted like a trailer October, like for the reveal and hoping for like a spring release. And I was like, I
Hmm.
don't think Nintendo will give us a trailer, but I think in January, hopefully we'll get that trailer and they'll be like, by the way, it's coming out in spring.
Hmm.
Yeah.
We didn't get that. Well, we got the trail reveal, but we didn't get the it's coming out in spring. We got, hey, a direct's happening April 2nd.
Yeah.
But I'm like, how? Like, it's really hard to know what Nintendo will do because they really do whatever they want to do and it's worked for them. So keep doing it.
100%. Yeah.
How bomb would it be if that direct happened and they're like, oh, by the way, it's coming out the end of April? Like,
That would
Right.
be so cool.
I
That would
feel
get
like
people
they would
super
do something
hyped.
like that.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I definitely feel like that is possible.
Yeah, that'd be super smart. Also, like great marketing because so many people will be at the experience and then they hear that and they're just gonna lose it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah, I
wrong?
think it
Yeah.
would be, I think it would create a lot of buzz because I think there's a lot of hesitation too of when GTA 6 is coming out.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't want to be on the heels or around that. So it's like, why not? You know, nothing has been announced for GTA 6, right? So it's like, why not just release it when you're doing the, like, release it close to when you do that full hardware reveal. And I feel like that would be really cool if they were to do that. I mean, anything would be really cool just because I need to pre-order it. Like, and then, like, what if they do the direct and then they open up pre-orders, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like pre-orders
Mhm.
open up tomorrow
Yeah,
for
I
Yeah.
think
it
it'd be
coming
super
out.
smart.
I
Yeah.
think
Right?
that
Like I
that's highly likely.
Yeah.
Highly.
Yeah.
We'll have to
All
see.
right,
have
we'll
to
see, Camille, and then you can be like,
And
I
hopefully-
called it.
I called it. No, I'm
was
not one
me.
of those people, but low-key I am.
Yeah.
Low-key I am.
But Loki, yeah.
Low-key, I'll be like,
so
guys, I was right.
You got a finger on the pulse. You know. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Aw.
But like, what do you want to see? I know we talked about Metroid. I think it would be really smart of them to have that as a launch title. What other launch titles do you want to see? I know we got a sneak peek of, I don't know if it's a full new Mario. I know a lot of people are thinking it's like a new Mario game. But what if it's like not a Mario Kart demo, but it's a Mario Kart online experience to showcase the capability of like online, because it's 24 players. Like, what if it's kind of like not Tetris 99, but like Mario Kart online, where it's
That would blow
free.
my mind, Camille.
And,
that would blow my
and
mind.
they do like maybe 4 courses or something. Like,
that would blow my mind.
Like as a pack-in.
yeah,
That would blow
like
my mind.
Nintendo
I mean, I
Switch
don't-
Online, we're
yeah.
celebrating with this. Like,
Yeah.
why would they? I don't know. It's just
Okay.
like when you. I don't know. The
I
graphics
mean,
of what
that would
we
be
saw.
super smart, Camille. I think it's a great prediction.
Yeah.
I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's so
Man,
cool.
oh man, it would be so bad if that happened, because I would probably just play Mario Kart, and you've played Marvel Rivals with me. I'm so competitive. It would like consume my life. I'd be very scared. But yes,
that would be such a cool thing. Like,
It
if
would
they're
be.
able to make online so great
Yeah.
that we could just play Mario Kart, and it's like, even if it's a limited time, like an
Yeah.
online experience, and then it's like later on we get a full new Mario Kart, like that just builds hype for the huge thing, right? And like
Yeah.
they're used to doing like online games as a timed event, right? Like Pac-Man 99, like although I don't know if that's still out, but like they do take them offline sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So I think that would be really cool. I would also want to see, and I'm just gonna Ocarina of Time remastered. Like,
Yeah.
please.
Oh my gosh.
Please,
How has that not
Nintendo.
happened yet? It's been a long time, dude. And that game is literally one of the best of all time. Like, I don't know how it hasn't happened yet. But yes, say it again. Sorry.
Ocarina of Time remastered,
yeah.
please.
Yes. Yeah.
Ash,
I
what do you want to
think-
see?
I think I want to see a new Star Fox game.
Oh,
It's time.
okay. Which
Time.
one did you have a
Fox
crush on, and why was
McCloud.
it Falco?
Is
it just me?
the bad boy?
Oh,
Yeah.
No, it isn't just you. Of
Okay,
course
good.
we had crushes on Falco. And it was because he was so cool, and he wasn't like he kind of hated Fox, but you know that the hate that he showed to Fox was also love and
Brotherly.
that brotherly love, right?
Yeah.
So you're just like, he's just too cool for school.
I've found my
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
No one has ever backed me up on that. They've been like, "What is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Really? No Falco." Okay, so the fact that y'all agree makes me so happy.
They're lying to you. They're
Yeah.
lying to you, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I low-key liked Pepper
Yeah.
too, but it's fine. not crushing,
yeah,
but I was
I-
like, "You're cute." But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that fatherly, like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay,
Yeah.
Ash, please go off. Like, I think overdue as well, though. By the way, Star Fox SNES or Star Fox 64?
64.
Oh, that's hard.
That is so
because-
hard. Camille had a quick answer. I don't think I could. I
64
don't know.
because the voice acting, you had
Yeah.
the voice acting on top
True.
of it with amplified. For me, like, I loved SNES
so true.
Star Fox, and it was difficult, like the gameplay, it was so fun. But when
fun,
you
yeah.
added that layer of voice acting on top of it, it really immersed me into the world of Star Fox. Like, I was more paying attention. I'm like, yo, who's Andros? Let me read this manual to really understand the story. And then also, like, it's just such a good experience. Like, it was so good. And
you're right,
I
yeah.
learned to not like Slippy. Like, Slippy was so annoying that I was like,
Yeah.
Slippy, I swear to goodness, if
Slippy's
you
always been annoying.
get shot down
Yeah.
again, I'm just leaving you there. I'm just leaving you there. I can't.
I know. You're just like, Slippy, come on, get it together. Get
Yeah.
it together. I'm leaving you behind. All right.
Slippy was so
Exactly.
bad.
This
Slippy
is-
was
this
so
is
problematic and annoying.
This is
it was
Team
so
Star
bad.
Fox.
Yeah.
Like, step
Yeah.
it up.
It was so
Step
bad.
it up, Slippy.
I
Anyways, Ash,
Yes.
go ahead.
Yeah, it's like being in Top Gun and not knowing how to, do a barrel roll. Like, come on,
Yeah.
get it
Slippy,
together.
how did Slippy get on the team? That's the real. I need to know the lore of Slippy. By the way, I would totally love a Star Fox show or movie. I know that'll never happen,
Oh,
probably, but
yeah,
I
an
would love it.
animation.
I'd
Well,
eat
when
it
they
up.
Yeah.
released Star Fox Zero, they had that short story for
Yeah.
it, and it was a really good animation. Like I would love to see that some
That'd be
more. And it's
cool.
just it's unfortunate that I think the Star Fox franchise just hasn't flourished as much as it could have.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
to your point, Ash, like I would love to see a Star Fox game. How would you envision that? Like, do you want to see it where it is like you see Fox get out of the cockpit and you're also exploring these worlds, or it is like more classic Star Fox experience?
Ooh, good question. I feel like I want the classic Star Fox feel. Although I wouldn't mind some ground missions, I want the overall game to be
Mhm.
like in space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
I
like a
wouldn't
good
mind
story
ground
if they made a
missions,
Star
right?
Fox.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Maybe like capitalizing off of the lore more, get Slippy's origin story. Why does he have crippling
Yeah.
anxiety and freezes up?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? There's got to be
Yeah.
something deeper with Slippy. And anything with
Yeah.
Falco, I would, I was just thinking
Yeah.
about Falco's SNES voice. It was like, that was, I can't even, I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to try, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a
Yeah.
time. That
I'd
was
love
a
to
time.
see I'd love to see that. I'd love to see a Rhythm Heaven game, please.
Yeah.
That would be
Nice.
great. Those are my favorite. I would love I honestly, as much as I would love a new Zelda game, I don't want a new Zelda game because I'm still playing Tears of the Kingdom
It's a
and
good
Echoes
game.
of Wisdom.
Yep. Yep. I
I'm
agree.
having a hard
I would
time
never,
moving
I would
on.
never, no, I would
Okay,
never turn
can
it
I
away.
do a
Just put
couple?
it in the
Not
backlog.
no. I'm saying not that I'm saying I don't want it to ever happen. I'm just saying I don't want it to happen at launch.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
a year from now, all right. We're
Yeah.
good.
But I would
not
want
at
to
launch.
see DLC for Tears. Like I would love to see
Yeah.
more
That's a good-
content
yeah.
come out
That's
for
a good idea.
Tears, and I think
That's
a
that
good
would be
idea.
good to hold us over for hopefully the next Zelda game that
Yeah.
would come out.
Yeah.
I just want to point out Zen in chat also said for Star Fox, a Star Fox show, if Secret Level did
Oh
it, like
my
as a
god,
short.
I love Secret Level, you guys. I don't know if
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
did. You guys like it? What was your favorite
Yeah.
episode? I thought
Oh,
Pac-Man was hella dark. I was shook
Yeah,
at
Pac-Man
how
was pretty
dark
dark.
Pac-Man
Oh,
was.
that's the show that it's like all about video game
Yeah.
franchises.
Yeah,
The
haven't
Warhammer
seen it.
one. Oh, you haven't seen it? Ash,
Mm-mm.
you like that show. And
yeah,
I think
if
any
you have
gamer, yeah.
Amazon, yeah, and if you
I
have
do.
Amazon Pro, yeah, then you
Yeah, you'll love
have
it.
it available, and it's
Yeah.
like a short watch too. So like I know how hard
Okay.
it is. There's so many things to watch, but it's like
Yeah.
less than 15 minutes. They're shorts,
Oh.
Yeah.
and
Okay.
they're pretty good. Like it's done really well. I think the sad part is it's like you don't get to see, like you want more.
100% agree with you,
Sometimes,
Camille.
you know, like you want more, and you're just
Okay.
like, wait, where's it going? Why
Ash,
that's
the
not-
yeah, I'm gonna
Warhammer
watch it.
episode is so violent and gory. And I don't know, like, I know you do a lot of like retro gaming and cozier stuff, but it was like just visually the biggest, like, I was like, what did I just watch? And then I
Yeah.
do agree with you, Camille. You get these like kind of like pockets into their world, and then it's just
Yeah.
like over. And so that's kind of the downer, but then they're very good. They're very good individually. So
Okay.
you'll have to
Okay,
check it
I'm
out.
gonna watch it.
Check it out.
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
hope
watch
it's
it.
used as like a way for Unreal was really good. I grew up also playing Unreal when I got
Mhm.
my first PC, and I was like hooked. And the Unreal episode is really good as well. But I hope Secret Level like is that testing ground for studios to be like, oh, the community's interested in like a short or like more animation or the story of this, so that they could put that out. Like I love seeing video game companies, and similar to what you were saying, Ash, with Nintendo, like just go into these franchises that they made to like make them flourish in other mediums as well. So more Secret Level, please.
Camille, Desert Punk said Unreal was really good. So
Yeah.
just know that
Yeah.
you have someone agreeing
Yeah.
with you. But
Yes.
we're kind of running out
Yeah.
of time here, and there's like so much I wanted to ask Ash, but then my ADHD brain got us on plushies and Star Fox and Falco and
We're just
shipping
chilling and chatting.
Waluigi and Peach or Daisy, my bad. But yeah, so to refocus a little bit, you actually went to a convention recently, right? And you worked with Jadelyn, who I love Jadelyn. I like
Yeah.
she is a real one and super supportive and kind and wonderful. Just talking about like other hosts in the space who are just like really good peeps. Camille and I were talking about gaming conventions and just like the future and just how now that E3's gone, we obviously have Summer Games Fest, we have Game Awards, there's all these different PAX, all that. But just, I wanted to kind of pick your brain because, we all work panels and stuff like that. And I think E3 it was just like a life moment for me. You know what I mean? Like it was a convention I looked forward to so much. And I don't know. I'm sad. I just kind of like I don't know what the future holds. I will say I went to PAX West for the first time last year, and it gave me the E3 feel. Because I'll be honest, Summer Games Fest was delightful, but it was very press. Like it was like you had to be like it was a small circle. It seemed very like content creator press, and it made me sad because it's like I love the community, like connecting with everybody and it being like this big, like the Nintendo experience I'm super excited about, right? Because like we want to like all geek out together, right? So I guess I just wanted to ask you, one, about how that con was like, and then kind of just like what you would like to see in the future for gaming conventions.
Oh man. Gaming conventions I feel like is my home away from home. Like the next thing that I'm going to is MagFest, which is the music and gaming festival in Maryland. It's
How
been going on for
fun.
like 25 years. It's incredible.
I've
So
never been
that
there
has
Me
before.
either.
Like,
That sounds
is that
awesome.
oh,
on your
it is.
list of like if there's like maybe 3 or 4 conventions to go a year, that's one of them?
Wow.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta
Also,
write this down.
please,
Maybe.
yeah. So I just got rated by my friend MRR Knight, who you talked about Jadelyn. Jadelyn was the host for MRR Knight's run at AGDQ. That was
Oh,
the show
cool.
where I was.
We
So
love Jalen.
R Knight was running Power Rangers and I was a couch commentator.
Oh,
And
Ooh,
cool.
yeah,
love
that's
that.
what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome Intolerators. Hi R Knight. Hi
Hi.
Zombie Anton. Also, Zombie Anton is really good at Splatoon.
Oh,
Really
Wait,
cool.
good
really
at
good
Splatoon.
at Splatoon?
Yeah,
Because I
like really good.
okay.
Camille.
Yeah.
What was that reaction, Camille?
Kind of like
Yeah.
I'm a little competitive and I thought I was good at Splatoon, so now I need to show my stuff.
Camille's like, how
Yeah.
good? I mean, how
Yeah.
good are we talking
Yeah.
about?
Okay. Okay.
Like really good. Yeah. So,
We need to
but
play Splatoon, maybe.
you're right. Like conventions, I feel like the reason why they're so valuable, I think, is because we get to be in each other's like space, right? Like we
Yeah.
get to celebrate games together, have fun, play games together, learn, go to like panels and have fun. And you're right, like E3 was my Christmas. Like that
Yeah.
was the time of year that I look forward to. Like, oh my God, I've had the opportunity to go to E3 twice.
Mm-hmm.
The last one I went to was when Nintendo their whole booth was Breath of the Wild.
Oh, how
Um
cool.
do you remember that when it
Which
was
year
like they
was
had the little
that? Was that
I think it was like
2019?
2016,
Oh, okay. Wait,
I
wait,
Ash,
wait.
think.
that
Oh my
was the
God.
one year I could not go.
Yeah, I didn't
And
go to
I
that one. That
cried.
sounds, I'm jealous.
They had the
Jealous of you.
clouds and
Yeah.
everything. Like
Yeah.
I remember being
jealous.
home and I'm like, how do I get to LA right now?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
That
what
is
am I
so
like?
cool that you got to experience that. Seriously.
Oh, so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And
Aw.
yeah, so to me that was Christmas because that was the time when we all got our news. We had a lot to look forward to for the holidays and beyond. We all came together and just like, shared our love for gaming, right? And like all of the things that we're like excited for. And I love that because you could feel the electricity in the air, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, what is this company going to announce? Or they talked about this, and what do you think about that? And everybody was coming up with their ideas and, their
Yeah.
speculations and stuff. We just have fun, like for hours talking about what you think is going to happen, or did you get to try this game, or did you play
Yes.
that demo? And that was like magic to me. And I feel like at conventions now, like PAX and things like that do try to fill in the gap for those feelings. And some of them do a really good job. Like definitely
Yeah.
MagFest is awesome. PAX
Mhm.
is awesome. One of my favorite conventions that I go to is specifically for retro gaming, Long Island Retro. That has like that everybody's like a friend, like you're hanging out with all your friends, and we're just like playing games together and having fun. So that's why those are important to me. And I also think, especially as creators, it's important to get that face to face time,
Yeah.
because there's only so much you
Totally.
can get through the one-sided dialogue on camera.
Mm-hmm.
But if we're in the same room, we could come up with ideas, we're vibing off each other, we're learning about each other, and just like building that rapport. That's what I love about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aw.
So that's why I think
Oh.
those are
I'm
so important.
this whole
And
convo
panels are
made
fun.
me it makes me miss E3, but I am hopeful for the future. Like something is going to fill that space. I don't think it's happened yet, but something is going to. And there's a lot of other great cons. Like I need to try
Yeah.
out this music one. So I'm like that sounds so fun.
I'm telling you, it's a 24-hour party. So basically it takes place in a resort hotel,
Oh,
and
cool.
there's concerts, there's a main stage concert, and then there's like chiptunes concert, there's land
Ooh.
fest events, there's like a stage where you can go up for 10 minutes and just talk about anything, and people in the audience can debate you. Like there's
How
a throne to
fun.
yeah, there's a
And
throne to
dangerous.
Danny
That could be very
DeVito.
And
dangerous.
dangerous, yes.
Yeah. There's speed running, there's charity, there's
Did
there's
you wait? Did you say Danny DeVito, or did I imagine
yeah,
that?
Danny DeVito. There is literally always like a section where they have like a Danny DeVito standee, and there's a devotional there. People drop like items and stuff, and
Okay,
then
I
they take
love
all the
everything
items.
I'm hearing.
They take all the items and then they auction them off for charity at the end.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, that's super
And
That's
cool.
then
really cool.
yeah,
Aw.
there's a 24-hour arcade, and last year when I went, I got up at 7 o'clock in the morning to play DDR,
Oh,
so
that's
no one else
so
would be on the machine.
fun. I love a
Yeah.
retro arcade. I went to Evo a couple years ago and they have like their old school arcade section, and I was playing Sailor Moon on I think it was obviously like a Japanese arcade game, because I don't think that ever came out over here, and I was just like so happy. So happy. Sorry, that
Yeah.
was a random
Yeah.
moment for my brain. I don't know why I shared
No,
it
Yes.
with
it's
everyone.
awesome. Yeah. Was that the Sailor Moon beat 'em up? Because yeah, that
Yes,
game is
Yes.
yes. And I had
love that game.
never
That
played, so my
community
mind
goes
was blown.
hard. Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
played it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
yeah.
was beautiful.
It's so
It
good.
was just nostalgic. It was giving me everything. It was just so I was so, as a Sailor Moon fan, I was losing
Yeah.
it because I'd never gotten my hands on it. So that was awesome. But aw, Ash, I'm sad. We're running out of time.
I know. I'm like,
I
can we
know.
just sit here and talk?
I know,
forever?
we could sit and talk.
I
We could sit and talk
know.
forever.
I'm
Like, I would love
vibing.
to come back and hang out with y'all again,
Please.
Oh,
for
yes.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Um,
everyone's loving the vibes. Like, the chat is like, you guys are so inspiring and you guys are so great together. And I'm like, dude, yeah, like, I'm so happy
Aw.
you came on. So,
Yeah, of course.
Well, although we are running out of time, I do want to talk a little bit, bring it back to, your journey on Twitch. You started on Twitch 2019, right? And then you became a partner in less than 2 years. Obviously, the Twitch landscape has changed. So do you think that type of growth and success is still attainable now? And like, what do you think helps contribute to that, if it is?
Yes, I think it is. I think it takes a lot of consistency and having to get out of your head for any kind of imposter syndrome that might hold you back. Don't ever tell yourself no. Just go for things and try. And even if you do get a no, that doesn't mean that it's a no forever. Um, but I think really the biggest thing is consistency. And even if you can't be like streaming 5 days a week or whatever, as long as like it's like a consistent time or a consistent day,
Yeah.
whatever you can do that you can like fulfill and stick to is helpful, because that's how people will know when and where to find you, right? So I
Mhm.
think it is important to define what success means to you. And I think it's important to find your why. Like, why are
Yeah.
you doing this? What is important to you when you stream or when you create content? And build your concept so that way you're doing this with a purpose. I think if you do it with
Aw.
a purpose, you're consistent, and you just love what you do, you'll find lots of success.
Aw. Honestly,
That's really good advice.
yeah,
Yeah.
amazing advice. I like I said, Ash helped me shake my imposter syndrome. I was like, well, I'm not a partner, so I don't know if like I'm even, should be doing this. And Ashley cut me off and was like, nah, dude. Um, Ash, my last question for you is, what's your advice for, young women of color who, feel they're like, do I have a space here in gaming? Like, do I potentially have a future? Because I know when I was coming up, I never saw anybody who looked like me, and I think I definitely at one point of my career had something in my head that was like, I should just be excited they're inviting me. Like I felt like, I don't know if that makes sense. It was like I was like, oh, I'm just lucky to be here. You know what I mean? And I
Mhm.
just want to know, what is your advice to women who want to break into the space like this? Because I just think you really help people see their value and know that like the sky's the limit. So I guess if you could just, give us some last bit of advice here, that'd be great. So,
Yeah, of course. Always tell people the story of the first time I opened up Twitch and saw Chelsea Bites on the main carousel front page of Twitch. And I immediately knew I belonged because Chelsea kills it. She's incredibly talented. She is
yeah.
so smart and amazing and inspirational and showed us that we belong. And I want to do the same thing. I want to show people that people like us belong, and just by existing and doing your best and being good to people and being consistent with what you do and doing it strategically and intelligently, you will inspire other people, and it's important to help and uplift others. So build a world that you want to see. Go out there, do things, do amazing things, put your heart into it, and have fun with what you do, and show others that we can be here and we're powerful when we you know do things that are important to us. So that's my advice. Like, just, I think a lot of times we tell ourselves no. We like stop ourselves like, oh well, what if I fail, or what if I don't achieve the things that I want to achieve, or what if I make a mistake? Like, don't worry about that. Just go out there and just do it. Just do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Put that
Yeah.
check mark
Yeah.
on it. Just do it.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Um,
Aw.
Yeah, I think that I really learned that too when I was in college and I was working full time and going to school full time.
mhm.
And I graduated, I missed one day of school and I graduated with a 3.8. And that was the moment that I learned, because I would tell I would have so much trouble like with homework or like schoolwork because I was, doing so much. But I
Yeah.
told myself every single day, I was like, you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. And I did. Like, I got through it and I was like, "Oh my god, like I actually really got through it." And there's a lot of
Aw.
times when I'm doing this where I'm like, "Nah, I'm not gonna second guess myself. Just go and just like you can do it. There's no reason why you don't belong here. And I am capable of doing difficult things.
Yeah.
So don't forget that. You are stronger than you think."
So true. Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. Ash,
You are
thank you so
stronger than you think.
much.
Yeah. I think that that is absolutely the truth. It's like, just remember, you got to keep hyping yourself up and surround yourself with people that you want to hype up and that they will hype you up as well, to keep that reminder. There's so much going on in the world that I think it's just, easy to lose track of that and to lose track of all the successes that you've already had. So I think that's
Aw.
really sound advice. I think, speaking of spaces where like they hype you up, you hype them up, it's all love, is Twitch Women's Guild. So I
Yep.
want to talk a little bit about that before we go. Being a lead of the Twitch Women's Guild, how can someone get involved? Whether it is they are looking to get into the Twitch Women Guild, or they're looking to support, like as an ally of the guild, what are some things that they could do to get involved? And are there any upcoming activities or streams that we should check out?
Oh my gosh. So the Twitch Women's Guild has so many talented, creative, amazing, and wonderful people. And there are four guilds. There's the Women's Guild, there's the Pride Guild, there's the Black Guild, and there's the Latin Guild. And being a part of the guilds is like absolutely inspirational. We have Twitch, not like the guild leaders. Twitch will put out the application usually once or twice a year. And if you keep an eye on their socials, that's how you'll know when. I think typically it's going to be usually around the TwitchCon times, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Because this is a new program, right? This is only the second year the program has been, you know, out and
Yeah.
available. So it's still growing, it's still something new. But there are tons of creators there always doing wonderful collabs. It's hard to say when there's a schedule of events going on. Typically we do try at least definitely stuff at TwitchCon. Like that's 100%. Like there'll always be a space for us there at TwitchCon, so that's a good way to know when you can connect with somebody and learn more about the guild. But there are tons of members who are always doing events, raid trains, charity, streamathons, challenge runs, like all that kind of stuff. So a good way is to just keep following Twitch's social media. They do shout out like Twitch guild members all the time. But yeah, if you want to get involved, definitely keep an eye out for when that application goes live. And as far as like allyship goes, that's a little bit harder because you probably have to work more independently with guild members. But yeah, you could always reach out to me via email or my partner Meadow, who is absolutely incredible, inspirational. I love Meadow so much. They teach me so many things all the time.
Aw.
Or any of the other guild leaders, you got Thormangander, K. Dot the God, Ashlina, Mermaid Mayhem, you got Hi Bobby and Sweet Sage. They're all absolutely incredible. So yeah, reach out to them via socials or email, and see what you can learn to get involved. So yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
always happy to help.
And
Mhm.
watch. I think like that's an easy way to support as well. Like watch the women that
Yeah,
are part of the guild as well. So thank you
Yeah.
yeah.
so much again, Ash, for all of this. It's been honestly a pleasure. You've talked about conventions that are coming up that you're going to be attending. Like, what's next for you? Where can we find you? What are you up to
Ooh,
next? How do we
oh my
track your
gosh.
journey?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can find me everywhere at Ash Said Hi. I'm mostly on Blue Sky. Still have a Twitter account, YouTube, Twitch. Rest in peace, TikTok. I really hope they don't ban TikTok. But yeah, you can find me everywhere at Ash Said Hi. The next place I will be is at MagFest. And then after that, I will be hosting an incredible event called Back to Black, which is our Black speed running showcase that we
How
do in
fun.
February on the GDQ channel.
Oh, cool.
Yep, it's going to be 4 days of Black excellence. I can't wait for that.
That's
And
awesome.
yeah, we got some cool events going on. And then I think after that, probably PAX East. Um,
Nice.
I'm sure there's going to be something in the middle there, but
Yeah.
yeah, those are the things that I'm looking forward to next.
Busy lady. Well, Ash, thank you so much. Honestly, it's been an honor. You are incredible. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. So, you know.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
thank you so much for
seriously.
the invite.
You're so
Yeah.
great. And for anybody who's watching right now and you enjoyed the show, you can check out our previous episodes. We will drop the link in chat and stay tuned for future episodes. But thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone. Thank you so much,
Bye.
everyone.